Welcome to the Guitar Show. We're going to concentrate on some acoustic videos next because I've been just solely focused on electric guitar, and we need to bring the acoustic into this YouTube channel. So we're going to start off. A few people have been asking me, how do you play No Mercy in This Land? So we're going to look at that now. I'm going to play it and then let's discuss it. So this is in the key of G minor. Okay, so I'm going to bring the camera over to the guitar so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so this is a good shot of the guitar. Let's just go through the tuning that I'm using. This is actually D minor tuning, so it's D, A, D, F natural, not F sharp, F natural, because this is D minor tuning. That's an A, and that's a D. I'm a big Skip James fan, and that's why I started using D minor. Obviously this song's not by Skip James, but it's a beautiful tuning. Now, we're going to be here. So this is my slide I'm using on the fourth finger, so that enables me to fret with my first, second and third fingers. So that's our first chord, which is G minor. Now we're going to come from 2 frets below. Now I'm only picking with my thumb, first finger and second finger, the E, A and D. We're going to call it E, A and D strings, but we've retuned the guitar so you know what I mean. So look. So that's kind of like our sort of riff that we use. Now when you come to that G minor, you can pick any of the strings, but when you're coming back from here, I think you really need to be playing an F major chord. So you could go, put your second finger there, that's going to be an F major, and that will be G minor. So obviously if you've got the slide, I just do 3 notes. Now I use this little box here. So these 4 notes I use, and then on the G string come back a fret, and then land on that D string here, 5th fret. So the kind of riff goes. So then we're going to go to D minor, sorry, C minor. So that's on the 10th fret, so it's quite easy. And back again, back to 3rd fret to 5th fret. So I'll just play that one more time. Now we're going to play a chord. We're going to play, the next chord is a B flat major chord. Now these notes, actually what we're playing with this tuning, we're playing a B flat, a D, an F natural. I'm going to fret that last note, so we're playing a B flat. So they're the same note. So that's actually a B flat major chord. Okay, and then we're going to move it, these 2 fingers, we're going to slide up to the 8th fret, and we're going to bar it here. We're on the 7th fret, so it sounds like this. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that again. Then we come back to, so let's play that whole thing with that included. you can see I did one bar there, one bar here on the F major, back to the B flat major. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do open but hammer on, so that gives me a D7 sound. So that the two major chords, B flat, F, back to B flat. Now we're going to do D7. Now what I can do, if I hammer on that G string on the first fret, and I'm going to slide it up to the 4th fret. So I've got that. So that's the kind of lick that I use. You'd normally use that in the E, it would be an E sort of minor lick, but here we're working in D minor tuning. So that is, but if you can slide, use your second finger, play that lick. So it will sound like this. B flat to F, 2, 3, 4 to B flat, 2, 3, 4, then D7. So if what you could do, if you're picking here with your first finger, so you can first finger, second finger. Okay, so let me put the whole song into context. Going back to that G minor. Okay, so we're going to look at the second part of the song going to G minor. We're going to talk about slide and picking in a minute once we've got the whole form of the song. So we're going to go from the 3rd fret to 5th fret slide to 10th fret, gives us C minor. Now that's where we play this chord here. Now you can see I put my thumb for the root note and then this shape. If you're not used to doing that, you can just do that. First finger on the 1st fret and your second finger on the G string, 2nd fret. So it's basically C minor, 10th fret, you can see there, and then we're going to go back to the G, then this time we're going to go E flat to D, then G. So it's quite a simple song when you break it all down, it's not that hard. Let me just do this one more time and let me do this really, really slowly so you can see. And I'll talk you through it. So here we go. G minor, C minor, G minor, B flat major, F to B flat, then D7, G minor again, 10th fret to C minor, E flat 7, G minor, that last part is a little bit tricky because you're kind of going, or you could go. So if you did put your first finger on the 1st fret, held the 2nd finger there, take your 1st finger off, move your 2nd finger down, still on the G string, it's going to be easy. Okay, so let's talk about the slide. Now, you want to have a light touch. I'm not using a slide guitar here, I'm just using my normal acoustic, which has got, medium action. So what you want to practice is just sliding up to that fret really lightly but precisely. Try to get in a groove. Just practice one chord first and get into a groove. The groove is this. Once you've got that finger style pattern, you can use that for the whole song. So what are we using for a finger surf? Right, so predominantly I've got my thumb on the well, this is a low D now. And like I was telling you, I'm using my these kind of fingers, but sometimes I use my third finger, so I'm using kind of these 3 fingers because I want to get that sound. Good pattern is triplets 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2. So your thumb is hitting the first triplet. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1. But then you kind of mix it up, so it's that pattern there. It's a really nice fingerstyle pattern. Do it really slowly. So you got this kind of thumb going. Let's go really slow and I'll go for a close up. Another, with the slide, a real good practice thing for accuracy is just to go up all the frets. Without vibrato. And you can do the same thing with chords. And then you add your vibrato. Now the vibrato, I tend to, on the back of my hand, well sorry, the back of the neck rather, I'm using my thumb to give me a pivot. As you can see there. And when I'm using the slide, I just I just kind of use I just strum, and you can just let the ambience of the vibrato. Now I'm going to show you something here. This is a scale. This is a scale which is in G minor. So we're going to go like this. So let's just go through these frets. 5, 7, 8, 10, 12 on the B string. It's 5, 6, 8, 10, 12. So you could go kind of at the beginning of a song if you wanted to play like an intro, you could go. So, like a lot of the older blues guys, I tend to, the kind of Mississippi Delta blues style for me is really soloing on these 2 strings, the B and the E string, but now we're in D and A. And these 2 strings are kind of the melody, because if you're playing that kind of style with a thumb, then you can only really play the melody on these 2 strings. So if you learn a bit of the scale, the minor scale here, you can bring that into the song. So that's how I would do it if I was doing an arrangement. So I hope you you can practice these things. Leave me a message if you want me to go over some more aspects of this song. But that's basically it. It's really these kind of shapes. And then you got your B flat major. So just, that's the F major there, if you didn't catch that. Okay, so that's a song, my arrangement of Death Has No Mercy. And one thing I'd suggest is, try to do your own arrangements. Take what I've shown you and make it your own. That's the whole thing about the blues acoustic style, is that you make it your own, playing your own style. But that's the chords. That's how to solo kind of and chord in D minor tuning. D minor tuning is a wonderful tuning. I use it quite a bit in my music. And we're going to have a look at some more different tunings like G major tuning, and we'll also look at DADGAD as well. So that'll be my next sort of tuitional videos. Don't forget to subscribe. Also leave some comments if you want me to check out some style of guitar that you want to learn or something like that. Leave me a message and we'll look at it. Thanks very much for watching. See you on the road.